The mission behind 360 is to present an opportunity, a better academic opportunity through the use of sports. I'm a prime example of that. Growing up in Brooklyn, housing projects, baseball was my way out.
So 360 is really a comprehensive program that combines athletic training, which is the hook, the carrot for the kids, with academic support and college and high school placement, starting in the 6th grade and going all the way through college graduation.
We just had our first class, our inaugural class. We had 15 student athletes from all over New York City.
It's a great program. It gets you insanely better, stronger, even your schoolwork.
We successfully placed all 15 kids. 14 of them are going into boarding school, one of them going into Catholic school.
They gave me more connections and opportunities to get to better schools.
It was 100% acceptance. I mean, that's a pretty high percentage. I'm pretty happy about it.
Bill Mitchell has been phenomenal in holding his hand through the whole process. He was accepted into 7 different boarding schools.
His overall knowledge of the entire structure of the boarding school process, of the independent and private school process.
Helping the family navigate the financial aid process, they get some pretty amazing financial aid deals.
He's placed thousands of kids at some of the top academic schools in the country. His work speaks for itself.
Well, Lewis is really taking care of the training aspect of it.
We want to make sure that we're giving these kids a really good product when it comes to training. We use a lot of the technology that's being used at the major league and college level, and we work them hard, because that's what it is at the next level.
They help me better my swing, better my fielding ground balls, how to work out, so I can take that to the next level.
If we're training these kids to be prepared for the next level, then we have to train them as if they're already at the next level. We want to make sure that our kids are ready for that challenge.
Like once you get better in baseball, then you get better in schoolwork.
We want to use baseball, we want to use sports as a tool to a better living, right? We don't want these kids to think that it's all about baseball. For some kids, Justin Dunn is a perfect example of that.
I met Bill Mitchell when Justin was 13 years old. We were introduced to the Boys Club Academic All-Star Program.
His son came in there as a 7th grader, worked through the high school placement process, placed him at the Frederick Gun School, then called the Gunnery. Justin grew academically there, grew as an athlete there. He went to Boston College and led them into the World Series. He was first-round draft pick of the Mets.
Without Bill, my son would not be where he's at today.
Now he's a major league pitcher for the Seattle Mariners. If that comes to be, that's great. But the reality is that most of these kids aren't going to get that opportunity to play professional sports. So what's the next best thing? To play college sports, to get a very good education so you can break this cycle of poverty in our neighborhoods.
When I heard that they were going to do this, I said, I'm in. And I've recruited some friends of mine to be involved.
It's really Lewis's concept, this 10-year model. He's the founder of this.
We want to open up a world that they didn't think exists.
They help me figure out how to do interviews, how to apply to schools, reach out to coaches, email them.
And when you open up that world that they didn't think existed, beautiful things happen and beautiful things come out of these kids.
Not a lot of people get the chance to do this, and I feel lucky that I get to do it and also my brothers.
360 is going to be a life changer for these families.
Words cannot describe how grateful we are for the help.
If you're looking for a place where your kid is going to thrive and they're going to mature to be a positive influence in their community, then you've come to the right place.
Me and Lewis have a lot of personal conversations, and he's helped me with so much in life, in baseball. He's a great guy.
When I hear one of our kids getting accepted to their school of choice, I mean, the feeling, it's you feel like the entire organization is one.
That's really what the concept is 360 is. Not only going to place them, we're going to be there for them all the way through this process.
At the end, again, they love, I could say that they love talking to Bill.
The potential of this program is enormous.
Highly recommend 360.
We're here to make sure that these kids are getting a better opportunity at life. And when these kids get in, we win.
360 Academy, here we go.